to the news. I put the puss on the shirt. After I murdered it, make him go shoot up the hearse. Cost me $2 bird. Nigga's birthday and you a maniac, a fucking alien. How you spurting? Got that kitty cat, I'm having fun with that. Going Birkin. 100,000 for the cheapest ring on the nigga finger, little bitch. Ooh, I done flew one out to Spain to be in my domain, automata, bitch. Ooh, dropped $3 on the rain, called it been the trip, little bitch. Ooh, I was in the trap, serving cocaine, they ain't been the same since. Ooh, 100,000 for the cheapest ring on the nigga finger, little bitch. 100,000 for the cheapest ring on the nigga finger, little bitch. Yeah, 100,000 for the cheapest ring on the nigga finger, little bitch. 100,000 for the cheapest ring on the nigga finger. Hey!
That was good. I just need one more.
Right.
No, I need one more.
Yeah, right.
No, one more. One more.
We got London on the track. You mad, nigga, your adrenaline rushing. It feel like a bus, but I'm whipping a rave. Got my head to the ceiling, want me in my feelings. Only got me feeling away. I ain't saying I'm addicted, out of a prescription. Fuck it, cause I don't feel the pain. Let a nigga touch my chain. Fuck it, nigga, kill him. Fuck it, make it take me away.
I got my dogs in this bitch. I know they gon' shoot shit up. And my little brother turned to a drummer, walking my side, now he got the lumber. I said that Maybach where they gaze at. Tell my brothers ball 100 summers. All my niggas know, run up them numbers. Fuck, run up them numbers.
Yeah, run up them numbers. Okay, see you don't want no thunder. The old Tracy McGrady the one. Okay, see you don't want no thunder. Yeah. Christian the sweater, okay, Christian Dior the sweater. The double R came with the umbrella. When I put the hoodie on, it get rid of.
Put 100,000 in my Prodigy. Got some little homies, got some Prodigy. And I spent 500 on Prodigy. Made out the project, popping overseas. Shawty gave me slapping toppy on the seat. I made some cars, you can't cop the flute. Gotta be an anti-social gangster, cause the feds watching my tweets.
You mad, nigga, your adrenaline rushing. It feel like a bus, but I'm whipping a rave. Got my head to the ceiling, want me in my feelings. Only got me feeling away. I ain't saying I'm addicted, out of a prescription. Fuck it, cause I don't feel the pain. Let a nigga touch my chain. Fuck it, nigga, kill him. Fuck it, nigga, take me away.
I got my dogs in this bitch, I know they gon' shoot shit up. And my little brother turned to a drummer, walking my side, now he got the lumber. I tell that Maybach where the gays at. Tell my brothers about 100 summers. All my niggas know, run up them numbers. Fuck, run up them numbers.
Fuck it, I ran out the numbers, paid up like a plumber and sold out a bundle. I paid out a debt to your honor, when got some commas. You let it get to your head, yeah, I remember when you was around. I heard you got sniped by the Fed, yeah, say you willing to tell them what up.
I still be chillin' in projects, even though I've been running them numbers up. They used to tell me I'm not next, I'm like, look at me now, I'm running them. And I just hope you never set me up my lifestyle to a regular. And I don't know how I'ma trust again, I swear, or tomorrow might fuck up your eyes, yeah.
I bust out a piece of the pie, yeah, I wanna speed off in the car, yeah. I got a cup full of hot tea, have a pool party with a plastic. We be the top of the top it, deep niggas don't know where to drop it. They won't wanna ride it in a drop it, and he mad at my bitch got a mindset.
You mad, nigga, your adrenaline rushing. It feel like a bus, but I'm whipping a rave. Got my head to the ceiling, want me in my feelings. Only got me feeling away. I ain't saying I'm addicted, out of a prescription. Fuck it, cause I don't feel the pain. Let a nigga touch my chain. Fuck it, nigga, kill him. Fuck it, nigga, take me away.
I got my dogs in this bitch, I know they gon' shoot shit up. And my little brother turned to a drummer, walking my side, now he got the lumber. I tell that Maybach where they gaze at. Tell my brothers about 100 summers. All my niggas know, run up them numbers. Fuck, run up them numbers.
Ready. Upcoming artists can come up. We will be in contact. You can email us or text us. All our information is on our Privilege Radio NYC page. But you got to do it now because we already got like a long list within like 12 hours.
A very long
We got a long list of people that's interested on coming up. All right, y'all. What's up? It's your girl, Dom.
It's your girl, London.
On the Privilege Radio. Tune in to Q96 FM.
You know the vibes.
Of course, we're going to start off with our regular story time that we always have. London, you want to go first?
I don't.
All right. So London is going to share, before we get into anything dealing with like artists and entrepreneurs, and we just want you guys to get to know us a little bit better. And that's why we do the story time. Oh, I got to connect. Hold on one second. I got to connect to the Wi-Fi.
The Wi-Fi for here.
I got it.
Witty breeze.
All right, we good. We're back. So my story time this week is about a guy that could have sworn I was trying to zoe him. I was trying to get him robbed. And he stopped talking to me. And then most recently he reached out to me, and it was so crazy because I was so shocked. Like, anyway, let me go into the story time. So like 2 years ago, this guy was like writing me on Instagram, and I think this is before we had like what is it called? Stories, Instagram stories. Everybody was on Snapchat. So he was like liking my pictures and like writing me or whatever. And I was like, all right, he's cool. I had saw that he had all these luxury cars and he was traveling. But I was like, you know what? I ain't really trying to get into that right now. So I was like, nah, it's whatever. It's a dub. So he ended up knowing one of my friends. So he was like, oh, like, I want to talk to Dom. So my friend like, listen, you should give him a chance. Just really get to know him. He's a nice guy. And I was like, all right, cool, whatever. So I wasn't gonna write him back. Like, I wasn't gonna write him and be like, oh, hey, I'm interested now.
You listen to your friend.
I listened to her, but I wasn't gonna write him at that time and like tell him like, oh, hey, yeah, I'm gonna talk to you now. So I was like, I'm gonna wait a couple of months until he write me back, or a couple of weeks, whatever. It just happened to be a couple of months. I put up this bomb picture and he was just like, oh, what's up? You look good, sending me mad hard eyes. So I'm like, all right, cool. Like, the time is now. Like, let me just hop on it, while I can. So I end up sending him my number or whatever. And we just start texting. We was texting for a few weeks before we actually met up. So we finally meet up. He takes me to this fancy ass restaurant in the city or whatever. And I'm like, oh, I can invest in him or whatever. He's telling me how he has this luxury car rental kind of business or whatever. And I'm like, all right, like, he's my type of guy. He got a business, he has his own place, has a car, like, all right, cool, whatever. So we had never been to each other's house. I had never been to his house. He had never been to my house. We was just vibing, like going out on mad dates. Like, he was literally taking me on a whole bunch of dates. So I'm like, all right, cool. I could fuck with him. We went like, small stuff like bowling, but we went to like a lot of like fancy restaurants. We had went to what is this place called? I can't think of it now, but it's like the Hamptons. We went to the Hamptons. We went to this wine wine tasting, like things that I really typically didn't do. So that's why I liked him so much. Anyway, one day he calls me. He's like, oh, I have a luxury car that's in Jersey, but the guy that's supposed to do the delivery for his friend, his license suspended. So he's like, oh, could you go pick it up? I wasn't doing anything. So I was like, all right, fine. So he literally put me in a car service. Mind you, I have my own car, but whatever. He put me in a car service. The car service took me all the way to Jersey. I picked up his car. It was a brand new Jag. It had like 2,000 miles on it, right? Mind you, I don't even know this guy, but whatever. I pick up the car. And I take the car.
Pick up the car. How you know
right? I just trusted him. I just really trusted him, and I knew that he was a good person. Well, I thought that he was a good person. I was mad dumb, whatever. So I pick up the car. I take the car. Bring it to my house. His friend come pick it up or whatever. So then another time, like he had called me. He's like, oh, could you pick up some parts or whatever? I'm gonna give you money. No, but we was vibing, like we were dating. So I'm like, it's cool.
No, something was in the first car.
Nothing was in it.
How you know?
I checked it. I pulled over and I checked. It was no drugs or nothing.
Yo, you was acting like you was on some shit.
I pulled over and I checked. Nah, it wasn't. It wasn't stolen. He legit. It could have been. But listen to the story. So he was like, oh, could you just pick up some parts or whatever? It was like car parts, but it was from like an AutoZone or something. It wasn't like whatever. So I pick up the parts, whatever, take it to him. Mind you, I'm doing not mad stuff for him, but he'd be like, hey, babe, can you do this and that? I'm like, all right, fine. But he also was like giving me money and like, buying me shit. So I was like, all right, cool. So one day,
I'm so sorry.
Listen. So one day or whatever, I didn't see him for like 2 weeks because I was like going through some or whatever, mad busy with work. So I didn't get to see him. So I kept on staying him up. Like, I'm like, all right, we're going to link tomorrow. Tomorrow came, we didn't link. I said, we're going to link the next day. The next day came, we didn't link. So finally, I was like, all right, cool. We're going to link on Friday. Let's just say it was Friday, right?
Wait, why didn't link him?
Because I was busy.
Oh, okay.
I was mad busy. So I was like, all right, fine. We're going to link on Friday. Nah, we're going to link on Friday. Or whatever. Friday comes or whatever, and I had something to do. Let's just say I got caught up at work. So I was like, all right, fine. You know what? You could come to my house. At the time, he had a friend that had like some like food business. So he's like, fine, I'm gonna pick up some food from our friend restaurant. We gonna vibe. I'm like, listen, you're not coming to my room. We gonna sit in the living room, watch a movie, drink, and just have a good time. Whatever. So he's like, all right, bet. So Friday comes Friday evening comes or whatever. He comes over, and then first, you know, you walk into my house, you can't put away your shoes. So he takes his shoes off. Then he literally takes out a wad of cash and like places it on like, I don't know. I had this like weird little desktop thing in my like, you would call it like a nightstand. I don't know, an end table, whatever. End table. He places like literally like $15,000, no lie, on the end table. So I'm looking at it. I'm like, okay, like that's weird. Like, why you take all this money out your pocket to place it? Like, you don't even know me like that. But whatever. We probably haven't talked for like a month at this point.
Wait. First of all, let's take it back. At this point, he could take whatever out in front of you. You just
Nah, it's been like 6 weeks.
Car.
I know, but I'm just saying the car wasn't stolen. The car wasn't stolen. So listen, long story short, he pulls out the water cash or whatever. So I'm just looking at him because I'm like, all right, cool, whatever. Like, it ain't that big of a deal. I'm not about to ask you, can I get money or nothing? Like, whatever. So I'm like, what you want to watch? So I start putting, you know, something on TV or whatever. He like, yeah, that's cool. So my friend at the time was stranded. She had called me like maybe a couple of minutes before. Let's just call him David before David came over. So I was like, let me make sure that my friend is good. So I call her, I like step out the room. The movie had already started. And I was like, yo, like, where you at? And she like, oh, I'm at work. Like, he didn't come and get me yet. Took my boyfriend. And I was like, oh, like, you can come here, but like, David's here. Like, what time you coming? And she was like, I don't remember what exactly she said, but long story short, I guess what I was saying to her, he thought I was trying to set him up. So I come into the living room and I just see him like putting on his sneakers, like putting stuff in his money in his pocket. And I'm like, what are you doing? He's like, I gotta go. I gotta get up out of here. I gotta get up out of here. It's a fucked up world. I'm like, excuse me? Because I'm just literally just trying to check on my friend. So I'm like, yo, you good? Like, if you want, you could come here. Like, David's here. Like, what time you coming? Like, you coming right now? I was like, you coming right now? You coming right now? Like, just rushing, trying to make sure she was good. But I didn't want to be out of the room for too long. The nigga thought I was trying to set him up. So long story short, he like rushed out of my house or whatever. I like called him. I'm like, yo, are you good? He didn't answer me. I text him. And then he sent me a DM. Couple of days ago. I can't read it to y'all right now because my phone is on live. But he was pretty much like, oh, I ain't scared no more. Because he had went back to my friend and like she had told him like, no, it's a misunderstanding. Like, she's not even that type of person. Like, and yeah. So he literally probably thought I was trying to lie him. At the time, somebody had been found like in a trunk or something like that. Because like some stripper girl had like lined the guy. So I guess he thought like she got, you know, followers or whatever. I probably had like 10,000 followers at the time. He probably said, oh, she going to try to lie me and take all my money, take my 15,000. But I really wasn't trying to. I literally just like wanted to make sure that like my friend was getting like home safe.
Well, on my side. While she
So that's my crazy story of
mistaken for the person
how somebody dumped me because they thought I was trying to.
Somebody.
They thought I was trying to line them. Crazy.
I was on the other end. So my story, I got zoned, literally.
You got zoned. You got zoned.
So while they thought she was gonna zone somebody, I got zoned. So let me tell you. So one day I came up with this crazy idea.
What was the crazy idea?
To sell my computer.
Mm.
I don't know why. Like, I have a computer, I have a MacBook, I have an iPad. And I just was like, you know what? I want a new MacBook. I'm going to sell this one and I'm going to make some of the money and I'm going to put the rest of the money and I'm going to get a new MacBook. Cool.
Okay.
Sounded so good in my head. The plan was set. It was, you know, all said and done. So I listed the MacBook online.
What site you listed it on?
I don't remember, honestly. I think I listed on a couple of sites. But for some reason, I just chose the wrong one.
Mm.
So anyways. Some guy hit me up and he was like, you know, I want to buy the MacBook. You know, how much you selling it for? Blah, 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 blah. So he offered me a price lower than the one I actually wanted to sell it for. So I was like, no. Really and truly, I could have just sold him the MacBook because it was really nothing. Could have sold him the Mac, but I was like, no. So somebody else hit me up like a day or two later and was like, you know, I'm interested in your MacBook, whatever. So I was like, all right, I'm going to sell it to this person. Listen. Anyways. I'm so mad. Like,
tell us how you got zoned.
Sis. So the guy is telling me, you know, I want to listen. I'm so sorry, but from now on, because of this story, when y'all come to me and be like, you know, I'm trying to buy something because my daughter or my son is going away for college. No, not happening. Not feeling sorry for y'all. It's a dub because
so many scam artists. But tell us what happened. So he emailed you or what?
He said, I want to buy a computer from you. You know, asked me for my number. So I gave him a fake number. Well, it wasn't a fake number. It was just like a text-free number or whatever.
Mm.
So I gave it to him and, you know, we was communicating. He was like, you know, talking back. But of course, anyways, so he was telling me like, you know, make sure you reset the computer. And I already knew all of that because this is not my first MacBook. And I've reset it like my MacBook like mad times. Anyways, so I asked him for payment.
Now, was this on the site that you met him, or
No,
was
listen.
y'all was texting on?
He was texting on the app. He was texting on the app, and you know, he was telling me he wanted for his daughter who is going to college, and you know, she doesn't know that he's getting it for her, and it would be nice, blah blah blah. So I was like, all right, cool. So he was like, how do you accept payment? At first, he was like, I forgot what he was telling me, but I was like, PayPal. Let's do PayPal. You know, PayPal is. You know, it's safe.
Right.
I
so
thought.
you thought.
No,
you thought.
but listen, PayPal is safe, guys. It is safe. It's a safe place. But listen, there's an email that came to me shortly after.
And what the email said?
My money was there on hold.
PayPal. But did you verify the email?
Hold on.
I gotta hear the story.
So I'm like, all right, cool. My money's there on hold, you know, because remember the first guy that actually wanted to buy, remember him? All right, so he actually had sent me the same kind of email, and I just left it there because, you know, I wasn't selling to him. Anyways, the email was there, and I'm hyped now. I'm like, all right, cool. My money is there. All right, I'm gonna send the computer out. I'm gonna be an honest girl. I'm gonna send the computer out. I resetted my computer. I sent it out. And hold on.
What happened?
I didn't send it for 5 to 7 days shipping.
You overnighted it?
It was express, honey.
You expressed it.
And I added a signature. So anyways.
Wait, but where did you send it to? Was it like Miami or Jersey or?
Jersey. If it was Jersey, if I had to walk, I would have walked to my computer. I sent it all the way to Florida.
Florida. He zoed you. He really zoed you. Like.
Do not be gassed that you're from Florida. He owed me.
People from Florida zoe people.
Okay. No, that's what you were trying to say.
All right, so what happened?
All right, so anyways, so I sent it to him and I sent him the tracking number, tell him it will be there tomorrow, blah, blah, blah. Put the tracking number on, you know, send it to him and where it says, you know, once I put the tracking number, my funds will be in my account, blah, blah, blah. I did that, but no email came in after that saying my funds was being released.
Wow, that's crazy.
So I was like, all right, cool. Maybe when he signed for it, the daughter got the nerves and the audacity to sign for my computer that her daddy didn't pay.
How you know the daughter? How you know that the daughter did it?
Listen, at this point,
how did you verify that the daughter had it?
They're in it together. They're in it together because guess what? She didn't need the computer in the first place, and he used her name. Wow. So now they're in it together. So I went and I called PayPal and I'm asking them, you know, where's my fund? Little did I know, PayPal told me.
They don't know what you're talking about.
That was a fake email. They sent me
hold on.
Saying service of PayPal.
So the guy that zoed you sent you an email from a fake PayPal email and you sent him the computer so he got to keep the money in the computer.
Yeah, and then I called the cops and the cops gonna tell me they can't do nothing about it.
So the cops couldn't help you.
No, they told me to go to the courthouse and file.
Oh my God.
They told me to go to the courthouse. I asked him, I said, okay, so let me ask you something. You're telling me to go to the courthouse and do all of this. So if I do that to somebody, right? If I do that to somebody, I can't get arrested. He said, no, ma'am. I said, say no more.
Wow.
I was so pissed.
I felt bad.
You feel bad.
But I have a topic. I have a really good topic this week. And it really came from the guy that thought I was trying to zoe him.
Wait,
because
he gave you the topic?
No, well, he wrote me the message on Instagram, which I'm going to share at the end of the show, what he said. But I remember when we first started talking, we were on like our first date, and he was like, let me ask you a question. And I was like, all right, what's the question? So he was like, if you were to live with a guy, right? If you were to live with your spouse, how much would you expect him to pay for rent? Like, would you expect him to pay all the rent, all the utilities, all the bills, or would you go 50-50 with him? I guess he wanted to see like what type of person I was. So the utilities or the bills, or would you go 50-50 with him? I guess he wanted to see like what type of person I was. So expect me, if I made, I'm just saying hypothetically speaking, my income was like 30,000. Why would I need to pay half of the rent? That doesn't make any sense. You get what I'm saying? You feel me or no?
No, I feel you, but that's just not my take.
But his thing was, what he said to me was, the woman that he's with, like he wouldn't want her to pay any rent, any utilities, anything like that. She would just pretty much be like living there for free. Like her money's her money. And like, I don't know, I kind of had a lot of respect for him for that. I mean, I would want to pay utilities because I would want to feel like I'm paying for something, like I'm paying for my stay, but I wouldn't like be paying the rent and letting the man stay there. That's just my personal opinion.
Well, for me,
What you think?
I'm 50-50. I'm just that, I don't know. I'm just that type of person. I don't want you to pay for everything. We could go half on everything. That's just me. And you're definitely not paying for everything because you're not going to tell me to get out when you feel like it and tell me you paying the bills. It ain't going to happen.
Okay? I mean, I feel you, but at the same time, I don't know. A real man is not going to go 50-50 with you.
Well, guess what? There ain't no real man out there right now.
A real man is not. And I feel like a man is supposed to like provide. Like, I'm not saying I can't. Like, if he makes less than me, okay, that's fine. Like, we could go 50-50. If he makes the same amount. But a real man is not going to say, oh, hey, like, let's go 50-50. Like, yo, where your 500 for the rent at? That's just my personal opinion. Somebody said real man. I'm a real man. All right, guys. So the topic today is, if you live with your spouse, right? How much is the man expected to pay? Like, should the man be paying all the utilities, all the rent? Should y'all go 50-50? Should he just be paying half? Like, I want to hear y'all take on it. So y'all could dial in at 347-626-0547. Or you could just write it on the live. Let us know.
I'm still with the 50-50.
So you will,
no matter what,
you will go 50-50.
Definitely. I'll go half on everything. Like, yes, I will go half on everything. It's not a matter about a man coming to you and be like, oh, so where's your half? No. Like, I know my half is my responsibility. I'm gonna go half on everything. I don't care how much.
He said different people have different mindset. No, but we want to know, what is your mindset? Like, what do you think? Do you think, like, your personal opinion on it? If you live with your spouse, how much would you expect them to pay in rent or in utilities? I don't know. 50. Everybody's saying 50, but I feel like a real man is not gonna make you pay 50%. It's like, I remember I was dating this guy,
that's
and
like saying a real woman won't let you cook.
What?
No, but for real.
All right, hold up.
Real quick, because you should expect to pay 50%, but the man shouldn't want you.
Right, exactly. Like, if you need me to pay half, I'm good. I got you.
Then you're not fully in a relationship.
Thank you.
He's not.
A man's
You should
perspective.
expect to be willing to go 50-50 all the time, but the man shouldn't want you to. And that's where the discrepancy comes.
So it's Wayne, open up, said men should pay 100%.
Okay.
But you didn't tell us why. Like, why? But I agree. Like, I feel like a man should be leading. People are requesting to join?
I think that's a request.
No.
It's right there. It says request.
No, I don't want him to get on.
I thought you were saying.
I'm sorry. I want to read the comments, y'all. So someone said men should pay 100%. I agree. I mean, again, I'm not saying every man should pay 100%, but if you got it like that, and if you make more than me, then you should pay 100%. I could pay the utilities. I'm gonna buy you gifts and stuff.
Buy you gifts and stuff.
I'm gonna be tricking on you if you my zaddy. Someone said, in a perfect world, I'll pay everything, but that should come with some. Shut the fuck up.
And what's the perfect world?
I don't know. But yeah.
Someone said what? STFU?
I guess he want his female to shut up. I'm looking at Bearded Fine 87. Hey, guys, I want you guys to tell me your opinion. Novocaine Black, you told me you was gonna dial in. So I'm waiting. Dial in 347-626-0547. We're waiting for you.
Everybody else. If you
Everybody
told me
else,
you was gonna
dial in.
you better
We want to
dial
hear
in.
your opinion. If you live with your spouse, how much technically should the man be paying in rent?
Okay, so you said that if the guy is making, way more and you're making less, why would he expect you to
Dupree,
pay
call
50?
in. I'm going to give you the number 347-626-0547. If you live with your spouse, how much should your spouse be paying? And Novocaine, we've been on since 6. We did our story times and now it's topic time. So again, dial in 347-626-0547. Not to cut you off. It's Wayne opened up. He came back. He said, because men are supposed to protect, provide, and maintain the woman or family. That is so true. If I'm paying 100%, if I'm paying the rent and you only paying utilities, how are you leading? Like, I feel like you're not, like, I can't really allow you to lead because you're not leading financially. But go ahead.
It's 6:30.
But what I was saying is you were saying that if he makes way more than you and you make a certain amount, why would he expect you to pay 50%? Now, what if you make way more than him and he's making way less? Are you still expecting him to come up with his 50%? Or will you pay more?
I do think that it does go by income. It should go by income.
So if you're making more,
if I make more than you, then of course I'm going to contribute a lot more, and that's fine. But the likelihood of me dating a man that makes less than me is really slim.
I understand that
because I feel like you have to be able, you have to be able to bring something to the table.
Okay, but what if you're in the same
unless
range?
he's like in school or like he just came across hard times. But if we're in the same range, then maybe we can go 50-50. That's fine. But if you make more than me, I'm expecting for you to contribute more. Okay, let's see. Oh shoot, I'm sorry, y'all. One the funds the bills, one funds the hustle, the business. That's true. I like that. One should fund the bills, one should fund the hustle or business. I never heard that before.
That's wavy. We might steal that.
Right. And the crazy part is if you're dating somebody and y'all are coming up with a business or whatever, that's bringing more income into the household. I like that one. Like, I really like that. I really, really like that. So, guys, if you just joined, the topic for today is if you live with your spouse, how much is fair for the man? Should he be paying 100% of the rent, just the utilities? Lou, you told me you were going to dial in. Here's the number, 347-626-0547. So you have to go to your phone, call in, and then we'll be able to hear you live on the show. Mama taught me well. Right, we need more people like you. Uh-oh. Privilege Radio.
What's up?
Hi, calling in for pertaining to the question, who should pay all the bills?
Yes.
Wait, first. You can't just come on and not say your name.
That's true. Yeah. You gotta say your name and you gotta say, the vibe.
And how you got on here? You on our live?
But that's what I
wait, we can't hear you.
And that's all I'm gonna say. But anyway, you know the vibe.
Ew.
It depends. It depends. Like if she makes 30,000, I wouldn't want.
Wait, hold up. You gotta speak up because we can't hear you. You're coming in very low.
You know what I mean? And I probably wouldn't even want her to say that. But I'll do something because it shows that you want to be in a relationship. You're serious about the future. I've been through a situation like that where she didn't want to pay anything, so I paid everything, but.
You pay everything.
You're not going to disrespect me as you have to go. Because you're not going to just sit around and not do nothing and just be, you know what I mean? But paying bills and stuff like that shows to a man, in my opinion, that you're serious about it when you have feelings, you have empathy towards him. And some women just abuse men and their wives. You know what I mean? So that's my take on it. And that's about it.
Okay.
Okay, y'all have a good evening.
Well, thank you for dialing in. We appreciate that.
Definitely.
No
Even
problem.
though I really didn't hear you, but I know I heard some of the things you said, which was one of them pretty much is I pay everything.
He said he pays everything. A real man is not gonna let you pay no bills. He's a man. He's gonna
Wait, were you
lead.
the one that gave us that wavy quote?
No,
No.
I don't think so. No. Oh, it's cool. All right, guys, dial in 347-626-0547.
347-626-0547.
Forever your queen. Can you dial in? Because you have a really good mindset, and I want to hear from a female. A lot of the guys have been giving their input. So the topic for today is, if you live with your spouse, what is fair for the man to pay in rent? Let's just say he makes way more than you. You make about 50,000. He makes 100,000. How much should he be paying in rent? Or I'm sorry. What is the percentage? Should he be paying the entire rent? Maybe like the bulk of the rent? Or are you still gonna go half on half with him, even though he's like making double what you make? We really want to know what you guys think. And if you want to dial, you can put it on our live, or you can just dial in at 347-626-0547. We only got a couple of minutes though on this topic.
And stay tuned, because remember, we got those tips for y'all. If you watch her story, you know.
Yeah, that was a really good point though. Like, I like what he said. And that whole thing, if one person should be paying the bills and then one person should be funding the business. So you're bringing like more money in to into the household. That's
I
dope.
still think that depends. How do you choose who pay the bills and who fund them?
Oh, somebody said pin the number. All right, cool. I got y'all. 347 626
0547. Maybe you should start singing it like me, and you will definitely remember it. Right? It's catchy, right? Yeah. Sing it.
Okay, I see some more comments. Just give me one moment to post the number. And yeah, but they're on our live, so I don't think everybody's streaming us. 0547.
I can't even find it up there, to be honest. I've been looking. Oh, okay. I see it now.
If we help each other, we can get much further in life. I agree. As a couple.
How do you even pin it?
Okay. As a couple, you should be trying to help each other. Okay, we got another caller. Guys, you got to speak loud. You got to speak really, really loud so we can hear you. Hey, what's up?
I'm the one who dropped that quote.
We appreciate that. I never heard anything like that, so that's super dope.
You should definitely send it to our DMs though, because I really want that quote, and I know it's lost in those comments.
Do it, you know, that my mom, she a registered nurse. My stepfather, he drive trucks. You know, she paying the bills while he funding the business. So you know, when they bring their money together at the end, they can retire early. So you know, it's just smarter to do it that way. One fund the business, one fund the bills, and then sooner or later, all y'all bills paid off once, like, you know.
Right. Can we ask what kind of business it is?
Oh, you talking about my stepfather business?
Yeah.
Oh, he drives trucks. He got his own truck.
Oh.
So my question is, how did they decide who pay what? You just automatically say, you know what? It's the bills. Let's give it to the man.
How they did it? My stepfather, that nigga would like work like some bum ass jobs while my mom went to school. And then my mom, when she graduated and become a registered nurse, you know, she did her thing while he do his trucking thing. When he got his shit, like they help each other out. Like one step down, one bring the other one up, and one step down, one bring the other one up. Now when they conjoin their money together, it's like everything made.
That's dope though. Like that's dope as fuck.
Are you planning on having a business, knowing all this information?
Or having a business with your spouse?
I drive trucks right now, so I'm trying to find me a little somebody who ambitious and on the same mindset.
Okay.
You know, not buying clothes and shit is all cool and all that, but like, you know, we could like run it up for real, like right
So
now.
can you say that again, please?
Tell them your Instagram so they can find you.
Right, because I know some women that are looking for good quality men. So if you're a good man, don't worry. Like people gonna tune into the replay. So what's your Instagram?
Rashid Mitchell.
Rashid Mitchell. All right, I'm gonna post your comment. I'm gonna post
Definitely.
you. Ladies, hit him up.
Do you even remember?
He's looking
the
for
quote?
somebody to build. I'm gonna scroll back up and find it or watch it on the replay.
I mean, I'm gonna type in again so you can see it, so it's easier.
Thank you.
Thank you. We appreciate you dialing in. Thank you for choosing Privilege Radio.
Ow.
All right, guys, we're gonna wrap up top.
Another
Oh,
Ooh,
okay.
Y'all calling
Y'all dialing in. Ew. What's up? What's up?
What's good? What's good?
What's your? You gotta tell us your name and then you gotta say, you know the vibe.
Nova King Black, you know the vibe.
Oh no, yeah. About time. I've been waiting for you to dial in because I want to hear what exactly you have to say about this topic.
I mean, I got a lot to say, like, cause I got different angles on it. I
All
feel
right, so
like
let's hear
the
it.
Man, I feel like the man should take lead and be an alpha male
Mm.
and take care of the household. But I also feel like if I'm working and taking care of everything else, what are you doing with your money?
Saving it.
You heard what he just said on the thing, right?
Build,
Saving it
Investing
for what?
putting it
into
towards
the
a business,
hustle.
investing.
For a business? For what? Like, I'm just working, slaving, and just paying all the bills.
But
Like,
then when the
it
bills
gotta
are
be
paid off for
compromised,
both of
you know what I'm
y'all,
saying? Like, I don't mind being a man, but it's like, you're supposed to be my piece. So you just saving your money for what?
it's not.
Listen, we're not saying that the woman is gonna just be like spending frivolously, or that's not my take on it, right? Anyway, like I'm not saying that she's gonna be like spending and buying bags and shoes, but I'm saying that she should be saving it at least to invest into like a house, a home for you guys, like something like that. Do you agree?
Wait, say that again? I'm at a bar, so
Oh,
it's a little
okay.
loud in here. Hold on. Say that again?
I was saying that I'm not saying that the woman is gonna be spending frivolously because I think I'm pretty good with my finances. But at the same time, I think she should be saving towards a home. If you see yourself with this person and y'all live together, the next step would be like home ownership, right?
That's a fact, but everybody's not financially literate. You know what I'm saying? People
Right.
just want to be lit all the time and, do this and do that and follow trends. So that's why I said that.
Okay, so I have a question. So
Go ahead.
you're saying like, if you're paying the bills, then what is she doing with her money, right?
What do you want her to do with her money?
Exactly.
I'm
what are
sorry.
you expecting her to like?
I
What would be
mean,
okay
if,
with
if,
you?
If
Like,
it's an us thing, you should be tucking it away for a business, for a
but
home.
we
like
we
you
just said
like,
that, and you said,
females
but
just wanna,
what
they
business?
just want to make everything all profit. Like, oh, this nigga pay the bills. I don't have to do nothing. I'm gonna just save my money and
No, but
whatever.
of course, if you guys agree on you paying the bills, you're gonna say, okay, I'm gonna pay the bills with whatever money I make, but you're gonna do this with whatever money you make. She's not gonna say just, oh, you pay the bills, and I'm just gonna go crazy.
You breaking up. I can't hear you.
I'm saying if you guys agree that you're paying the bills, right? Of course, you guys are gonna agree on what she's doing with.
I mean, I don't even think it should be like an agreement. Like, I'm a man. I'm an alpha man. I'm gonna take care of my home.
Regardless.
Take care of my home, but at the end of the day, it's like you have to serve some purpose as my woman also.
But let me ask you a question. What type
Sometimes-
of business do you recommend though? Like if you're dating, right, a female that has a job, has a stable income, you're taking care of the bills, what would you want her to invest her money into? Personally,
Her
like
passion.
just speaking from you.
Her passion, like you,
Okay.
like, you can't force somebody to be a boss, or you can't force somebody to do something or be into something they're not into. So you just have to learn your woman and know
I
her
like
passion
that.
and know what she's into, and work her the best of your ability. Like you can't tell me, oh babe, let's get into a business. I want you to start doing lashes. I don't know about lashes. I don't give a fuck about lashes. You know what I'm saying? Like, even though it's a profitable business, that's not my passion.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make the money and provide. But you can't force something on somebody. You just have to talk to them, learn them, and mold them or work with what you got.
Yeah, but I mean, if doing lashes is her passion, you cannot tell her not
You
to
said what?
invest in. If lashes is her passion, you cannot say, babe, you can't invest your
gotta
money
speak
into
up.
lashes.
She was just pretty much saying like if lashes is her passion, would you feel away? Because she doesn't want you to tell her like she can't do lashes if that's her passion.
If that's her, wait, you said if lashes.
You said
is
you
her passion,
previously said that you want her to invest in something that is her passion, something she's passionate about. And I'm saying, because you use lashes as an example, like you're investing in, you're doing lashes. Like
I don't think
you
he
know,
meant lashes. He's just saying like if she picks lashes, he don't know nothing about lashes.
and that's okay though,
No.
because
I would
maybe
say-
that's
I
her
would say that-
passion.
I was using that as an example as far as me, like, say she want me to get into business and she's telling me like, oh, let's do lashes and I want you to run the business, the lashes business. Like, I don't know how to run lashes. I don't know how to do lashes. I don't know how to do none of that
But
shit.
that's
I'm
where
not
she's gonna lead.
But you
You're
would support her though,
leading.
right?
Exactly, but you're leading.
I would support it, but I'm not gonna be in the salon gluing
No,
down.
but
bitches'
see, but that's where
lashes
you're
and shit.
controlling it though. You're controlling like, okay, I'm paying the bills, but you're pretty much gonna control what she's gonna do with her money because it's not that okay, you don't know anything about it, but this is what she's passionate about. So therefore, she knows
along
about
with
it.
anything,
She could
you pick
lead.
up
That's
things
where
that you
she's
learn
leading
from.
at.
I'm pretty sure there's male hairstylists and male lash technicians and shit like that, but that's just not for me.
Right, but you're not understanding what I'm saying. I understand that's not for you, but it's not supposed to be for you. It's supposed to be for her.
So I guess
I don't know why.
y'all speaking over each other. I guess our question for you is, even though she's investing into something that isn't technically what you like, right? Or it's in a female like niche, would you still support her regardless?
Of course.
Oh,
You
okay.
don't know what could come out of what. You
All right.
Just because you don't
100%.
believe in it, don't
All right.
mean it's not going to be lucrative. There's a lot of shit what I think is stupid, but if you ask somebody else was knee deep in the business, it's very profitable.
Right,
Like,
right. No, I
years
agree with
ago-
that.
Like years ago, I met this. Well, when I was like in high school, whatever. I knew this Indian kid, and his father was a pretzel maker. And I used to be like, your father make pretzels?
Wait, like pretzel
I
that you
thought about
eat?
it. The nigga owns the pretzel spot in like King's Plaza on the top floor. And if you sat there and just sit there and see how much people come and buy them $5 pretzels, that shit adds up. So you might look at something and think like, nah, that's kind of wacky. But
You think he could get us some pretzels? I like pretzels.
I don't like pretzels.
I love pretzels. Let me
what,
stop.
them cinnamon sugar ones? Oh
Yeah.
my God.
Right.
Oh my gosh.
Diabetes.
This is not about
It's
pretzel,
good though.
guys.
But thank you so much for dialing in. I appreciate you.
No problem. No
Good
problem.
point of
You know the
view.
vibe.
Very good
All
point
right.
of view.
Later. You know the vibe.
Later. All right.
Okay, guys. That pretty much wraps up our topic time. If you don't have anybody else that's gonna dial in, I feel like as soon as I wrap it up, somebody else is gonna call.
But you missed it. Snooze, you lose. You should have
Right,
dialed in.
guys.
Maybe next time.
So we're gonna get off a live, but you can tune in. You can stream us on Q96fm.com to finish watching the rest of our show.
Later.
You could play one of those songs. That was good.
Yo, I be
What? Pop, nigga. Pop. Yeah. Smoke dog, nigga.
Roll another one. Sit up, never like you know it's special packet with the automatics. We gon' send them to heaven. Wait. Hey. Woo. Oh, you feeling sturdy, baby. Shake it. She like the way that I dance. She like the way that I move. She like the way that I rock. She like the way that I woo. And she let it clap for a nigga. And she throw it back for a nigga. Yeah, she throw it back for a nigga. Mike and Mary. Billie Jean. Christian Dior. I'm up in all the stores. When it rains, it pours. She like the way I Mike and Mary. Billie Jean. Christian Dior. I'm up in all the stores. When it rains, it pours. She like the way I when I walk in the spot, 30 on me. Buy at the club, niggas know that I'm paid. Bitch, I'm a thot. Get me lit, I can't fuck with these niggas cause niggas is gay. All in my page, sucking dick. All in my comments and screaming my name while I'm in the club, throwing them hundreds and fifties and ones. I smoke, they know I'm wildin'. If I'm on the island, I'm snatching the cell. Already got locked, the night is bail. Until he free, I'm raising hell. Till my shooters call me FaceTime. For all the times we had to FaceTime. 50
nice to do it stay top. If you need the glizzy, you can take mine. Please don't come up to mine. You know I'm like that. I'll make a movie like TNT. Black 30 on me, ask who really want it. I bet I air it like DMB. Now I grew out in my section, and I keep that 38 for the weapon. Remember when I came home for correction? All the bad bitches in my direction. She like the way that I dance. She like the way that I move. She like the way that I rock. She like the way that I woo. And she let it clap for a nigga. She let it clap for a nigga. And she throw it back for a nigga. Yeah, she throw it back for a nigga. Like a Mary. Billie Jean. Christian Dior. I'm up in all the stores. When it rains, it pours. She like the way I like a Mary. Billie Jean. Christian Dior.
Are you looking for the best data intelligence software? Here are 5 reasons why you should consider using Adverity.
Pulling out the coupe at the lot, told him fuck 12, fuck SWAT, busting all the bells out the box. I just hit a lick with the box, had to put the stick in the box. Pour up the whole damn seal, I'ma get lazy. I got the mojo deals, we been trapping like the 80s. She said the nigga so, got the cash out. Told him wipe a nigga no, say slash. I won't never sell my soul, and I can take that. And I really wanna know where you at. I was at that, where the stash at? Cruise the city in a bulletproof Cadillac. Cause I know these niggas out there where the bag at. Yeah. Gotta move smarter, gotta move harder. Nigga try to give me 5 mile water. I lay his ass down on my son, on my daughter. I had the Draco with me, Dwayne Carter. A lot of niggas out here playing, ain't ballin'. I done put my whole arm in the rim, this cop. And I know Poppy get a key for the party. Shawty barely seen the double C's, I bought her. Got a bitch that's looking like a Leah, she a model. I got the pink slip, my whip speedless. Compton, I'm about to get the key to the city. Patty, light up the seat. Forgetting out the coupe at the lot. Told him fuck 12, fuck SWAT. Busting all the bells out the box. I just hit a lick with the box. Had to put the stick in the box. Pour up the whole damn seal, I'ma get lazy. I got the mojo deals, we been trapping like the 80s. She said the nigga so, got the cash out. Told him wipe a nigga no, say slash. I won't never sell my soul, and I can back that. And I really wanna know where you at. I've been moving them out. And steal it with me, then he got the blues in the pouch. Took her to the forest, put the wood in the mouth. Bitch, don't wear no shoes in my house. The pilot I'm flying in, I never wanna fly again. I take my chances in traffic. She sucking on dick, no hands with it. I just made her roll it plain like a landing strip. I'm a 2020 president.
All right, guys, we are back. Time goes so quick when you're having fun. I wasn't really expecting people to really call in and to engage with that topic, but we got a lot of good feedback. I like that whole like idea of you having the man paying everything, but then the female kind of investing into her dream to bring more money into the household. So what we want to go over right now. It depends what the dream is, because he's not. All right, we cannot go back into topic time.
Yes,
the time has already passed. I'm sorry.
That we was gonna give y'all some tips. So now's the time.
Yeah, I'm not funding a man's dream. It depends on what the dream is. I'm sorry, y'all. But yeah, so we wanted to give you guys, because I know that we just started our Instagram literally less than 24 hours ago, and we cracked 100 followers already. Oh, we literally cracked over 100 followers. And I really wanted to just tap in and give you guys some tips. So we've been I'm excited. So I feel like we've both been to like different listening parties, different album release parties. We know a lot of people in the industry, which will be coming up, you know, when we'll be interviewing and things like that. I did social media marketing at one point. London, as an influencer, knows a lot about social media marketing. But we wanted to, as I was going through the Instagram and I was seeing a lot of artists' page, I saw where they need help with. I saw where they need help and the things that they need help with. So London and I decided at the last minute to just throw in some tips real quick for you guys, especially for the new artists, people that want to start businesses that are afraid, that are scared, that are, you know, kind of just wondering if they should just do it. So our first tip is,
before she starts,
grab your pen
and your paper,
because
you won't remember this after this. I try, trust me. You need
and
it.
note takers are money makers. I first wanted to say, just watch the energy that you're around. Like, I've noticed for me, like a lot of the people that, and this isn't, you know, against anybody that I went to high school with or college or childhood friends. I'm just saying it out there. People in general, like my day ones cannot get me into the doors that I need to get into now. Like the opportunities that I'm being blessed with now is because of my day twos. People that I met after the fact, people that I'm now, you know, marketing with. Time does not equate to support, you know? So if your day ones aren't supporting you, if your day ones aren't helping you, get you some day twos.
Like, I mean, they don't have to support you. Somebody don't have to support your dream. Like it's like, you know, you love for them to, and you know, if they're your friends, you are expecting them to, but they don't have to. I've learned that.
Right. So just again, watch the energy that you're around. Energy is contagious. Positive energy is contagious. So make sure that the people around are rocking with you. And even if they don't support you, they want to see you win. Like they're not drilling holes in your boat trying to have you sink. Like they want to see you win.
Okay. And the next tip, support will come. Don't force it. Don't force people to support you. Like don't force something on to somebody. To each his own. I know everybody knows that saying, to each his own. So with that being said, not because I don't like it, Dom not gonna like it. It's probably something Dom would like, but I'm just not into it.
Right.
So don't like feel no type of way or don't get discouraged if somebody don't like your stuff. You know, don't keep sending them the stuff and
your mixtape,
right? And they're not responding.
Your music,
they're not showing no love. They're not doing anything, and then you keep forcing it, and then you get mad because they're not doing it. But from jump, they showed you they're not doing it. So, you know, just like they say, support who support you. You got to find those people who are for you and who, like, you know, who are interested in the stuff you do. And like she said, it doesn't have to be your day ones. And that's where we get stuck thinking like it has to be our day ones. No, go find some people who will mess with the things you're selling pretty much.
Right. One of the biggest things that I saw when I was going through like a number of artists, and I worked with a lot of like small businesses and helping them like grow their Instagram and like figure out who their clientele is. But one thing I noticed is you have something called skill and then you have something called will. Now, skill means that if you are an artist, you have the talent. You could rap, you could sing, skill. The skill is there. Now, when we talk about will, that's how hard you grind. Are you making songs? Are you making music? Are you going to the studio? Are you going to networking events to get your music out there? So some artists have the skill, but they don't have the will. You could be the best singer. You could be Beyonce, but guess what? If you don't have a team of people behind you that want to see you win, or you don't have the will to be singing on YouTube or be singing on your Instagram or going live or going to events to showcase your talent, what good is a great artist that nobody knows about? And if you're a business owner, what good is a good business that nobody knows about? So you have to be able to promote yourself just as well as grow your talent, grow your skill. Don't be afraid to invest in yourself.
Well, to add to that, to put it in simpler terms, for example, if you have a car and the car has no gas, where's the car going?
Oh, heard you. That's a great one. That's a great one. Don't be afraid to invest into yourself. Like get into showcases. You may have to pay a couple of dollars to get into that showcase, but showcase your talent. Get on to live interviews like with Q96 FM, with us, with Privilege Radio. Like you got to spend money to make money. Like you got to get in front of people that will be able to, you know, get your music popping. And again, just don't be afraid to invest in yourself. Like that's a really big one. And invest into quality things, like invest into quality studio time. Like you don't make music where you hear the static in the background or you
pinfalls, you hearing it,
right? Like
something like
exactly. Like invest into quality music. If you're a model, pay a great photographer to take great pictures of you.
About that, by the way.
Next time,
yeah, next
running
time.
out of time.
Not today. Just remind me a story about that whole investing in studio time and all of that.
Yeah. The next one. Oh, you want me to do it?
Yeah.
Okay, so do it afraid. Like do it scared. Don't be afraid to go on a whim and do something that's new. Like London and I, we're not media people. We're just some influencers that have a decent following and just decided to start a radio show because we were tired of seeing businesses not being exposed or seeing artists not being exposed. And we were like, listen, hey, we're going to just start our own radio show. But guess what? We put ourselves out there. We've been going to networking events. We met some people who knew Trev, and Trev was like, yo, come on board. And we was like, we with it. And now we here. But we just took a chance. And we're just saying that we want you to take a chance. If you're afraid to start a business, do it afraid. If you're scared to start a business, do it scared. Like if you're nervous, do it while you're nervous. Just get it done. Like get the shit done.
And the last one, because we said we had 5. This is the biggest one of them all. Just be yourself, yo.
Word.
Is nothing wrong with trying to like mimic somebody that you want to be like, because listen to the people who have what you want.
Right.
Stop listening to the people who does not have what you want. Because the people who does not have what you want, how they gonna tell you how to get what you want? They don't have it. That's like
it's 7 o'clock.
Asking a person on the street, like a homeless person, like, yo, how do I own a house? How do I get rich? That how are they gonna tell you that? You have to listen to people who have what you want. Do what they tell you to do. Don't be like, oh, this is stupid, I'm not gonna do that. Take a chance, do it, because how else? If they got there, of course there's a way, and they're telling you the way. You got to study those people and stop listening to your day one.
Get you some day twos. So that wraps up our show, The Privilege Radio Show. Tune in next week on Q96 FM between the hours of 6 and 7 with Dom and
London.
You know the vibe.
Yeah. I'll say that one though.
Let motherfuckers walk all over you. You don't need to be playing too nice with everybody. But what if I'm not strong enough? Who you gonna listen to? Them or Tina
Be a
Snow?
boss.
What you need to do is go in there and show them that you that bitch. You right. I am that bitch. I know. Real hot girl shit.
I was not playing with no bikini.
It ain't always about what you like. Sometimes it's about what's right. I'd rather be a B-I-T-C-H, cause that's what you gon' call me when I'm tripping anyway. You know you can't control me, baby. You need a real one in your life. You bitches ain't gon' give it to you, right? I'd rather be a B-I-T-C-H, cause that's what you gon' call me when I'm tripping anyway. You know you can't control me, baby. You need a real one in your life. You bitches ain't gon' give it to you, right? Why you wanna play with me? You know I'm undefeated. A real hot girl know how to keep a nigga heated. You say you want respect, well treat me how you wanna be treated. You told me to keep it real, but you don't practice what you preaching. You want me to blow your phone up and come and looking for you till I find you. You really want me to book the hoe that you fucking with if I find her. Bitch, you ain't that busy, I don't give a fuck what you ain't got time for. You look me in my eyes and know you lying, man, that's far, bro. Man, you knew I was a player for you, met me, need to relax. You know that you gon' hate me if I get the plan, get back. I ain't turning to no damage when you met me, boy, I been there. You tryna make me something that I ain't with that. I'd rather be a B-I-T-C-H, cause that's what you gon' call me when I'm tripping anyway. You know you can't control me, baby. You need a real one in your life. You bitches ain't gon' give it to you, right? I'd rather be a B-I-T-C-H, cause that's what you gon' call me when I'm tripping anyway. You know you can't control me, baby. You need a real one in your life. You bitches ain't gon' give it to you, right? I got my mind on getting paid. We ain't spoken some days. He probably thinking I'm in pain, but I'm really on game. Ain't no nigga finna stop me. Independent, I got me. All the shit that I be needing can't depend on the probably. And that's fucked up cause you know that I don't fuck with nobody. I be quiet, but you out here telling stories one-sided. I ain't perfect and I try to fix the shit that ain't working, but it's 2020. I ain't finna argue about twerking. Since you wanna test some waters, might as well jump in with both feet. If you leave me and you see me, better act like you don't know me. If you think your shit get better with another bitch, go get her. When you realize she ain't got you like I got you, I can't help you. I'd rather be a B-I-T-C-H, cause that's what you gon' call me when I'm tripping anyway. You know you can't control me, baby. You need need a real one in your life. The bitches ain't gon' give it to you right. I'd rather be your B-I-T-C-H, cause that's what you gon' call me when I'm tripping anyway. You know you can't control me, baby. You need a real one in your life. The bitches ain't gon' give it to you right. I'd rather be your B-I-T-C-H, cause that's what you gon' call me when I'm tripping anyway. You know you can't control me, baby. You need a real one in your life. The bitches ain't gon' give it to you right. I'd rather be your B-I-T-C-H.
Whoa, let's take up. Whoa, round baby, the cool. Ayy, put the beam on the we bustin' it. Put the beam on the we bustin' it. Yo, these niggas ain't a friend of me. Steady moving like an enemy. But you know I get them bands for free. But you cannot get it no, these niggas ain't a friend of me. Steady moving like an enemy. But you know I get them bands for free. But you cannot get a band from me. Peanut butter smoking and some cream. Steady begging, move your hand from me. No, she cannot get a band for free. Gotta suck it like she enemy. No, these niggas ain't a friend of me. Steady moving like an enemy. But you know I get them bands for free. But you cannot get a band from me. Peanut butter smoking and some cream. Steady begging, move your hand from me. No, she cannot get a band for free. Gotta suck it like she enemy. Filling me up, filling me up. Gotta fuck me like she filling me up, filling me up, filling me up. Gotta fuck me like she bearing me up. Couple days I done spent in my jaw. Niggas is capping these, niggas is fraud. Put rest in my carpet, I'm smoking some raw. Fucking these bitches, I can't hear them raw. Spending all cabbage. Free up on heart, I'm a savage. We just been running up baggage. Spend on my butt like you have it. Lot of the money, I spend it so lavish. This under the drink, gotta have it. Fuck a little white, but she run like a rabbit. Bitch stuck on my waist, I ain't bragging. Flipping the road, I gotta go. From night to the morning, I'm stuck on the road. Fill up my shoe, but then doing some more. Heard that you kissed it, but I cut the jaw. I did you wrong, but who would've thought that all of these racks